Hey guys, so I'm really sorry this video is really late. It's been midterms week and it's been hectic this whole week. It's just been, I'm so glad it's spring break now, because I need a break. So, if you didn't already know, this week is coming out story week, and so far everyone's coming out stories have been kind of amazing. But then again, I think every coming out story is pretty amazing and unique. I don't consider a coming out story ever to be dull. So for my coming out story, I've actually never told the internet. I've never made a video about me coming out. This is like a first. And I have a few coming out stories, but the one that I want to share with you is the one where I come out to my mom. So I don't remember the exact date on when I came out, but I remember that it was 2005, it was autumn, it was very gloomy outside, and it looked like it was about to rain. I was a senior in high school, and I just got home. Back in 2005, being emo and MySpace were all the rage. I mean, I was never emo, but I was so totally into MySpace. So every time I got home, I would go straight into my computer room and check my MySpace, and I would stay there for like the next day. It was ridiculous. So I did what I normally did. I went to my computer room to go check my MySpace, but instead I found a giant sticky note on the screen of my computer that said, "Carlos, we need to talk. Love, Mom." And as I took the sticky note off of the computer screen, there was my favorite gay porn site. I saw it and I was like, shit, like, all these excuses and like lies like ran through my head, and I was like, oh my god, just tell her it's a pop-up. Just tell her that you were downloading music and you accidentally downloaded some porn, whatever, just God! I was freaking out. I was literally freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I'm going to get disowned and she's going to kick me out and I'm going to have to become a stripper in order to survive this world, but I will grow strong out of it. So after exactly 6 minutes, yes, I counted because I was freaking out and I didn't know what to do, I went into the kitchen where she was waiting for me, and I stood in front of her and I was like, what's up? She turns to me and she says, oh, I think you know what is up. And I was like, oh, that website, it's a pop-up. And then she said, it's not a pop-up. I'm not stupid. It was in your favorites. That's right. I favorited my favorite gay porn site. And my mom caught on and she clicked on it, and there's guys boning other guys. And I was like, whoa, there's no escaping this now. I'm gonna tell her. And I told her, I was like, Mom, I am gay. She started crying, I started crying. She asked me if I was sure. I said yes, I'm pretty positive. She said, well, maybe it's just a phase. And I said, really? Parents actually ask that? And then I said, no, it's not a phase. I was born with this. I'm pretty sure I don't have a choice. If I had a choice, you know, I don't know what I would choose, really. But I know that it wasn't a choice. Then she said it was all my fault. Not my fault, her fault. And I was like, no, it was no one's fault. It's just like my hair color. I was born with it. And then she started crying a bit more, and I hugged her. And then she said, I will always love you no matter what. And then I proceeded to tell her that I had a boyfriend, which then she freaked out. And I was like, no, I'm kidding. But I really had a boyfriend. But I was like, I think coming out to you today is enough anymore, and you might blow up with all of the shocking information that you're finding out about me today. Finally, after about 20 minutes of crying and talking about it, she went back and started watching the television again, and I went back to go check my MySpace. That was fun. I think I even wrote a blog about it, but it's like hidden with all of my emotional teenage poems that I used to write on MySpace. Oh, MySpace. And then a couple months later, I told her that the best friend that kept coming over was actually my boyfriend. And she actually took that a lot better than me coming out to her, which was kind of strange because I was really expecting her to, like, freak the hell out. But she didn't. She was like, oh, I love him! And I'm like, ah, great! So that's my coming out story. Hope you enjoyed it. You guys should tell me your coming out stories because I would really love to read all of them and maybe make it a video response. Video responses are preferable in this case. So yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you next Thursday with a new video. Bye!